Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dossier. As always, I'm your host, Ethan Staple. Let's get this started. Over Zoom with me right now, we have a very special guest, and he's special for the reason that he's never shown his face until now. He is the streamer sweeping the nation over Twitch. I'd like to introduce to you NoNameGlick. Glick, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good to see everybody.
It's so. How do you feel that your face is finally on a screen, considering that you've never shown your face to your audience before?
They just, I want them to think that this is my face because my real face, who knows? This might not really be me. So I'll keep it a mystery as long as I can.
Listen, for what it's worth, in a few years you should get like Botox, so you change your face completely, and then your audience will just be surprised all over again.
Exactly.
So I wanted to ask you, you're a Twitch streamer, you're having a lot of success right now, so congratulations. What got you into streaming?
Originally, it was kind of just an excuse for me to kind of play, just kind of hang out more with my friends. Obviously, the idea was born when the COVID pandemic hit. And so it just kind of became a natural thing that, to play, games together again. And, we were all, obviously, it was difficult to see each other in person. But then it eventually evolved into this thing where, we got a smaller community built up. We got people that came into our chat every day and who were entertained by us, who were having fun with us. And it just kind of became a passion and something that we all really enjoyed doing.
How many people make up, your streaming team? If you'd call it that.
There's 8 people in total. There's kind of the more core group, myself. We have our friends Derek and Nick, or known as Moose, into the community. You yourself are featured on it sometimes. Nate Lopez, and then of course there's Josh, who's his own kind of brand right now. So
I wanted to quickly go off of that. Well, number one, I want to say thank you for letting me into the team because it's truly, a fun time. And I mean, like you're saying, we're all friends, so I'm happy that this was an outlet that we could all have. What was your process when it came down to picking games to play for the community to watch?
Well, originally we just kind of wanted to play whatever we were playing at the time, whether that was just some small indie title or just kind of, some more like big AAA thing that was just kind of like in the loop at that point. But eventually it got to the point where we wanted to build out the community more. We wanted to grow a larger audience. And so we had to find games that were more our style, things that we were all really good at. And so we came across, Call of Duty Zombies, which we've all been playing for many, many years. And we figured we were pretty good at it. We joined the speedrunning community, and we have a number of, not world records, but a number of records within the top 5 for those games. And so we just kind of we wanted to pick some things that would be entertaining, and we could participate with chat, but also, that showed off, the skills that we've built over the years we've been playing.
Now, when you're putting together a stream, I know you talk to the team beforehand and you say, all right, this is what we're playing tonight. When it comes down to speedrunning, do you guys prepare at all, or is it just kind of on the whim? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we still stream that night.
It's definitely there's definitely practice that goes into it. There's current world record runs that we have to watch. There's athletes like that watch game film. We literally watch game. We'll watch people play the game and see what their strategies are, and so we'll devise our own strategies, and we have to figure out. We have to play to all of our strengths. We have to put people in the right position. And then there's just practice. It's, you can't really go on stream just for the first time trying to do to speed run an Easter egg or a quest on a map or something, just barely knowing the steps, and just hoping it's going to work out. You have to make sure everyone knows where they need to be at the right time. So it's not necessarily a super long process. It's just something you need to have ironed out before you attempt it.
I mean, practice makes perfect at the end of the day. And besides that, I think it's good for your audience too, because say your audience ever wants to try to beat your records, they just watch your stream over and over again.
Exactly, yeah.
I wanted to ask, why didn't you show your face until now?
A couple reasons. One was that I just never had like a real good face cam to show my face with. Needs to be in HD. If it's not going to be in HD, 4K quality, why even bother? But in more kind of, I guess, conceptual terms, I've always just kind of, I don't have a problem like assigning, associating my name with things, but I've always kind of just like the purity of just like having the whole screen up, when I, if I make, whether, I make memes, I don't watermark anything. I like to just kind of put it out there, just have the meme be the centerpiece. And I just think that it just kind of adds to just the fact that like anyone can watch it. There's no like, not that there's anything wrong with face cams. I think those add a lot of personality, but I think that it just kind of keeps like it just keeps the focus on the game at hand.
That's really interesting, Glick. I want to take a quick break for a sec. I'm going to turn it over to Abby Price, one of our featured artists.
I've got a sweet tooth for licorice drops and jelly rolls. Hey, sugar daddy, Hansel needs some sugar in his bowl. I'll lay out fine china on the linen and polish up the chrome. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Blackstrap molasses, you're my orange blossom honey bear. Bring me Versace blue jeans, black designer underwear. We'll dress up at the disco, dancing jet set in Milan and Rome. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Well, the band of control, like the rush of rock and roll. It's the sweetest taste I know. Oh yeah. So come on, sugar daddy, bring it home.
And we're back. That was great, Abby. We're back here with NoNameGlick. Glick, I wanted to ask you, do you think that you could stream full-time? Do you think you could make a full-time career out of this?
Right now I see it as a hobby. I just we do it because we like to do it. All the money, all the donations we get on Twitch, which we're eternally grateful for, we donate to charity. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it for fame or recognition. We do it because we like to do it. We like to entertain. We like to give people, a place to enjoy themselves and be themselves and hang out. For right now, I think I'll just keep it a hobby. But if a lot of things break right, it would be awesome to do it full time.
What charities do you donate to exactly?
Number one, the one that we donate the most to, or I donate the most to, is Oxfam. They have a great message. They focus on a lot of issues. Global poverty, global hunger. They have done a lot with COVID stuff. Trying to make communities safer. They just have a really reputable staff and a great message. We also have donated to Feeding America, which of course that's a great cause. Getting people, the nutrition they need, getting people the resources they need. And we've also donated a little bit to the Red Cross, especially with all their help with COVID.
Well, that's wonderful. Do you ever think that you'll do a charity stream, or you think you'll just leave it to income for now that will go to charity?
Yeah, I would definitely, as we maybe grow a little bit bigger, maybe we could get, a number of maybe bigger Twitch channels too that are streaming with us, and we get to have a real full charity stream. Would be awesome. It would be a great time.
Yeah, that'd be great. Can you quickly explain to our viewers at home how exactly, Twitch works in the sense of, paying you? Because I know it doesn't work like just, there's donations, but there's bits and all this stuff. I don't even understand it. If you could go into that, that'd be great.
Sure. So there's a couple main methods of payment. There's some smaller ways. There's ad revenue, which is really tiny, especially for smaller channels like ourselves. That's just kind of there and exists, but not super kind of important. There's also game revenue, which if you're playing a game and anyone happens to see that and they buy the game with your like creator code, or like off your stream, you can get from that too. But again, for smaller channels, that's kind of less important. The two main ways of funding are subscriptions and bit donations. And so bit donations, basically 1 bit is worth 1 penny. So, you'll tend to see if you ever go into a Twitch streamer's chat, you'll see people donating 10 bits at a time, sometimes 100, sometimes as many as 1,000 or whatever. And it's a really easy, it's a cheaper way than subscribing for $5 a month to try to kind of just support your favorite streamers. For the most part, Twitch is pretty good with the cut that they give. For the most part, it's like a 90-10 cut. So every 100 bits, the stream will see about 90%, depends on, the streamer and how many bits they get. But that's a better cut. And then subscriptions are monthly things, kind of like, almost if you think of like GoFundMe, where people like will like donate and like they'll get like tier perks. Same thing on Twitch. You can, subscribe for $5 a month or $10 a month or like $20 a month, and each tier has better rewards. More chat options, more special emotes, kind of more power, quote unquote, in the chat. And so that's another way to kind of support the streamers.
How do you, I don't want to say, let's put it this way. How do you stay active with your chat? I know you talk to them directly. Do you try to, let them know that you're streaming? How do you, keep them engaged?
Recently we just created a Discord, which is definitely super helpful. It gets, it's easier to kind of get in contact with people off stream. As for, keeping them engaged while during streaming, I'd say it's definitely, it's difficult depending on the game you're playing, especially if you're speedrunning and you're being competitive about it. It's very difficult to keep leering over at, at your computer, at your setup, to look at chats and, trying to multitask with that. But to us, it's more important to communicate with chat. We obviously, yes, we love world records. We love to, be competitive. But to us, it's important to, for chat to know that we appreciate them as much as they seem to appreciate us. And, their presence and their time that they're giving to us, is important to us. So we prioritize, keeping chat entertained, trying to keep chat interactions up.
Well, that's truly wonderful. I wanted to say, I'm looking through my notes right now. It seems that you've forgotten one of the members of your team. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. Probably the most important member, Jared. He's a real brilliant player. He's a constant source of entertainment, and I didn't forget him so much as I wanted to make sure I left him for last, so he would be the name everyone remembered.
That's fair. I wanted to say, in this age of, digital sharing and everything, and also within the pandemic, there's a lot of people who want to get into Twitch and also just play video games like you're saying to keep in contact with their friends. What advice do you have to people if they want to start their own Twitch channel and build their own Twitch community?
I definitely say that it's important to know that you have a product. And what I mean by that is kind of, you don't necessarily have to be great at a game. Obviously, it helps to be, top 10 in the world at Fortnite or Warzone or something like that, But the whole reason we started was because there was one night in May during the pandemic where, I had to go to bed at at midnight because I had an interview the next day at like 8 a.m. and we were just playing, and one of our friends kept us laughing for so long. We were on Xbox till like 4 or 5 a.m. and we kind of knew then and there that we, if we could entertain each other after so many years, playing together, we could probably entertain some other people. I definitely say, so it's important to have confidence in yourself, to have confidence in what you do. But I'd say the most important thing is patience. It takes a while to build a community. We got a couple of lucky breaks with, we've gotten rated by Josh, who's a bigger streamer. We got featured on Zombies World Records, which is obviously a very populated website. We've gotten some lucky breaks, and even, we have had to take, these past 6-7 months, and it's a slow burn. And I'd say that, if you're in it because you want to do it as a job, or because, you want to make it some sort of monetary thing, it's not going to work because it's going to take so long. It's going to take so much work and so much effort, and it's going to become a drag. I'd say that, be willing to be patient, have confidence in the product that you produce, and, even if it's just one person in chat, keep them entertained. Having that one person there is what matters.
It's words of wisdom right there from NoNameGlick. Well, Glick, it's that time of the show where I ask my guests if you want to plug any of your social media, or really right now your Twitch channel. Now's the time, so go ahead.
So main one, Twitch, twitch.tv/NoNameGlick. Also TikTok, /NoNameGlick. We also have a YouTube channel, also NoNameGlick. And then Twitter and Instagram, we have it's No Name Gaming instead of NoNameGlick was already taken, so No Name Gaming. And then yeah, I think those are the main ones.
Awesome. Well, Glick, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you for being on here to have your final face reveal. It truly was a great time, and I think your audience is going to be very happy with that beautiful face of yours.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
Of course. With that, now I'd like to introduce to all of you the Newell Ensemble.